Hi, and welcome to the channel. So why would anybody ever want to day trade these new Micro Emini futures? To make money, of course. And for some people, that's extra income. For others, it's this is a very, very fun way to trade. It's higher risk than maybe you're used to, and it isn't for everybody. It's not for your retirement accounts or college funds. This is for people wanting to have some fun, to be able to afford to get in the market and trade like the larger investors and investment houses have done for years and years for their clients, often just wealthy clients. And what these Micro Eminis have done is, for the first time really, and I've been trading 30 years, I would know, this type of trading is affordable to the home investor, the smaller accounts, for the first time. I'm going to be showing you the trading setup we use here on the channel in a moment. We have almost 100 free videos on the channel, and be sure to subscribe and see the new videos coming every week. And in the text below this video is information where you can download and use, with no credit card required, a free trading simulation program from the Chicago Merc Exchange. What you see on the screen here is the Tastyworks trading platform. It's the one I use to illustrate both static and live trades here on the channel. And what I like most about it is that it's easy to learn, and they have a feature called See It, Click It, Trade It. And that means everything you need's on one screen. If you're new to trading, you may not appreciate this fully yet, but in a lot of a lot of software trading programs, you have to go back and forth between multiple screens and switch things around constantly. With this, and I'll show you here, we have the chart on the page. Over on the left side, we have a thing called the watch list, and the 4 Micro Eminis are in the watch list there with the live quotes and everything. And up top here, we have the featured chart stats, like how much it's changed, what the last trade was, what the bid price is, the ask price is, and that's everything you need to trade right on one screen there. Now, what you see over here on the left of the screen is a watch list with some futures and stock symbols in it there. Now, I always recommend, especially for beginning traders, is that you simplify. You get, here's the watch list I use. I call it my day trade micros watch list. It only has the 4 things that are the Micro Eminis, the 4 of them. And the reason it only has 4 is I don't want to be distracted or anything else. Plus, over time, your brain learns as you watch the screen, hours and hours and hours of trading, you start to see the correlations, how well one of these might track the other 3, or 2 might track the 1, or whatever pattern you happen to see in that. But to do that, you need just the 4 up there so you can study them as you trade them and you're not distracted by other things. Now, to build a watch list like this is pretty easy. You go up and click the gear wheel, then you hit list, I should say select the list. Now I want to click add a new list. It asks me to give it a name, which I will call Micro Eminis. And now I'm going to set a symbol. I add a symbol up here. I'm going to add the MYM, which is the Dow Jones Micro Emini. And then next I will add the MES, which is the Micro Emini S&P500. Then next I will add the NASDAQ100, which is MNQ, is the symbol for that one. And finally, the 4th will be the Russell 2000, which is M2K. I'll select that and add it to the watch list. It says it's already in there. I guess I clicked it twice. But that's pretty much it right there. Then you click OK, and there's the watch list. And it's called Day Trade the Micro Eminis right there. And there it is. Now, I do like to have them in the same order. And for me, you can pick your own order. I like them this way: DJIA, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and the Russell 2000. And that is how you build a watch list. Each of the Micro E-minis, and all symbols really, have 3 parts in futures trading. You can see the list of symbols here for the 4 Micro E-minis. And down in the bottom row, you see the symbol, the month code, and the year. 1, 2, 3. 3 parts. There are 4 different months in which the Micro E-minis trade. Only 4 of the 12 months. And the letters you see up top are H, M, U, and Z. And then the final digit is the year. So you see it's very simple. You go for the September Dow Jones Industrial Average in 2021. The symbol is MYMU1. That's it. When you first start to trade futures, and you've never traded any futures contracts before, there's a little bit of a learning curve. But like most things, like a new job, the first day you can't find your way around. A month later, you feel like you've been there for a year. And you'll experience that same thing with the terms you'll need to use and trade futures. And they're all in my book, the month codes, and how the rollover dates work. What dates do you switch from trading the March to June, then the June to September, and so on. And you'll also find the different types of orders, what things you want in a broker. There's a great chapter on trading psychology. What's the difference between a market order, how to stop loss and stop limit orders work. All that information is in my book. It's a very short book, only 110 pages, but you get all these terms and everything that you need to refer to in one concise, short document, and it makes your learning faster and easier. Look for the book link in the text below this video, and you can go to the Look Inside page and see the table of contents there on Amazon. Thank you. Okay, there's no other way to say it. The trade I'm going to show you in this week's video right now is, it only lasted for 2 minutes. Now, I usually say, what I'm trying to say is this is a trade I did where I don't follow my own rules or guidelines. Normally at 9:30 Eastern Time, the market opens, and I say, I rarely, if ever, which is true, trade right at 9:30 because the market can be extremely volatile, can go up a $50 or $100 and then turn and go the other way very, very quickly. It's rough water for beginners is all I'm trying to say. But every now and then I remember what my great trading mentor, Phil Herndon, told me. He said, Don, you know what you call a horse race without a $2 bet? And I said, what, Phil? He said, boring. And so I have no other excuse for breaking my own rules, but I did on this particular morning. I did give it some thought. You see, this was on a Thursday, August 16th at 8:30 in the morning. On Thursdays, Eastern Time at 8:30, the jobs report comes out. Now, there's a figure that everyone expects this government report to report, and if the number that really comes out is far from that, it can swing the market wildly in either direction, which is why you read the pre-market comments and know about this type of thing before you trade. So anyway, at 8:30, you can see here, the market barely moved at all. It went, this is Eastern Time, of course. The market barely moved 2 or 3 points. Now, if you're a beginner, you don't realize this, but 2 or 3 points is almost no move at all. It's almost nothing. And so it's a lower risk time to trade. And from 8:30 to 9:30, with the jobs report out of the way, I just felt that the market was not going to open and be that volatile. Now, you'll see if I was right or wrong or not, because I did break my own rules and trade at 9:30. I shorted the M2K contract. I shorted 2 of them. They trade $5 a point. So I'm going at $10 a point. And it's a coin toss when the market opens. And turned out okay, and it was kind of fun, so I thought I'd bring it up and show it to you. At about 2 seconds before 9:30, I pulled the trigger and shorted these two Russell 2000s at 2209.70. It was a market order, and the market was trading at 2210 when I hit the button. Stop market up at 2015. That's trading two of these contracts, $5 a point. So that's $50 up for a stop loss. And I put my target price arbitrarily at 10 points down at 21.90. First open, I was down 2.5 points or $25 instantly. And now, less than 15 seconds later, the market is trading down to 2207, so I'm $30 up. That is volatility, especially with a small account. And I'm taking my Tastyworks mouse now, and this trade could take back all of my unrealized gain in a hurry, so I get my Tastyworks mouse out. I move my stop down to 2211, so I won't lose the $50, and then I go back down and take my target price. And I'm just chasing this thing back up because I do not want to give away the $45 profit that I have in there. 2205.10 is where I finally put my stop, and bam, there I am, stopped out. Now let's do the numbers. Well, I warned you this trade was going to be a horse race, and it wasn't boring, and it was fun. And if this is the first time you've ever tuned into the channel, I owe you an apology. This is a great example of what beginners should not do. If you have a little more experience, you might want to give this a try, provided you trade responsibly and you can afford to lose. You know, I put my stop initially $50. I could have lost $50 just like that. And so this is not for the very, very first trade you do. Don't try this at home, okay? Trade duration, I was surprised. I thought it was a little bit longer. It's 1 minute, 16 seconds, give or take 3 or 4 seconds. Profit $49, and maximum drawdown was $25. That was when I was about 10 seconds into the trade. And the maximum unrealized gain, this is unreal, was $51, and I got $49 of it. Now, I got to level with you. Nobody's that good. I got lucky. I got very, very lucky. Now, if this is your first time to view the channel, I've got to give you a clue as to what's going on here. These Micro Eminis that I'm trading, these were this M2K is $5 per point. I traded 2 of them, so I was trading at $10 a point, and they are 1/10 size, smaller micro contracts. Had I been trading the original size called the E-mini instead of the Micro E-mini, I would have been trading not at $10 a point, but at 10 times that, $100 a point. That means the first 15 seconds of this trade, I would have been down $250. How'd you like to learn how to trade taking that kind of risk? Well, that's what the micros are for. It's kind of the point of a whole channel, and the reason that a billion of these new Micro Emini contracts have traded since they came out in May of 2019. It also means that 10 times the size, had I traded the original, I would have made $490 instead of just $49. Is this the channel that's going to take care of all your day trading equity index futures the rest of your life? No, absolutely not. The purpose of this channel, and we only do this one thing, is teach beginners or people just learning to trade the equity index futures with a 1/10 size, much smaller micros. That's all we do here on the channel, is teach a lower risk, more affordable way to trade. I need your help. If you'd like to see more videos like the one you've seen today, hit the like button. I track those, and it helps me understand better the types of videos you'd like to see on the channel. So if you want more like the one we had today, just click the like button. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Now comes the part where I try to get you to subscribe to the channel. There's no other channel like it. There's no other book like the book I have. It only teaches one thing in trading futures. Now, what that does, instead of learning 100 markets at one time, we single it down to one, a single purpose. That's why the book's only 110 pages long. It has all the stuff you need in there, the terms and everything, and most importantly, in the right order, so you can building blocks, so you can learn it easier and faster. Check out the book link below the video. We have almost 100 free videos on the channel. We have 2 beginners playlist for you. Those are free. There's a link in the text below the video here. They're called the Beginners Playlist. There's 4 10-minute videos in each one of them, and there are 2 of those lists down there. They're free. The Free Trade Simulator. You can be up and running in 5 minutes, no credit cards. There's a link for that too, right below this video. It's the only channel of its kind, and if you subscribe, you can click the bell too, and you get notifications of the new live trading videos we put up each week. Sorry, no Ginsu knives. Not yet, anyway. I hope you'll subscribe to the channel, really. It's been fun today, and I've really enjoyed bringing you this kind of novel, unusual trade. It's not what we usually do here, but I have to admit, and what my mentor said, a horse race without a $2 bet is indeed, to me, very boring. I'm Don Singletary. I hope every day is a payday for you. And thank you.